Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, on this episode of Bullet Points this morning, we are going to do another focus on a Senate race on politics because this is how we fight back. This is incredibly important because as midterms come along, we've been striving and working and holding the line against the Biden administration for almost a year and a half now. Well, the time to switch on offense is now, and that's why we're going to cover this. Going forward until the midterms, probably every weekend, once or twice a weekend, I'm going to give you just rough updates. Let me know what you guys think of this, because I think it's extremely valuable for the fight that we're in. But now, I'm going to jump into the content for the day, and it's all about the fact that we might actually have an Anti ATF, pro-gun rights senator coming out of Ohio. Now, we're not in the general yet, but it's looking really good either way. Let me show you what we're talking about. I cannot wait to share it with you. Everything's been linked in the description box below. Let me know, and let's get it. All right. Vance leads Senate GOP primary field in Ohio. Now, this is a poll from about 3 or 4 days ago. So check this out. This is really important because there's a lot of nuance to who's voting and who's responding to these polls, which will set him up nicely for the next for the general against the Democrat there, okay? Ohio GOP Senator candidate J.D. Vance leads the Republican primary field in a new Fox News poll released Tuesday, an indication that he's enjoying a boost from a late endorsement from former President Trump. He is the guy who Trump endorsed in Ohio. This is really important because it's changing everything in that race. Vance, the author of Hillbilly Elegy, led the pack with 23% support primary voters, more than doubling the 11% support he got in the same poll in March. This is the important part right here. Former State Treasury Josh Mandel, Vance's main primary rival, came in second with 18%, a drop from 20% in March. It's shifting. Anybody who's saying Trump doesn't have a pull, this is what's happening. J.D. Vance is going up and Mandel is going down. Those votes are shifting directly to him. There's some other candidates in there, but this is really important to what we're seeing because Vance, they're all pro 2A. At least they state that they are. I mean, they're politicians, right? But Vance is the only one who's been tweeting and been saying and been openly advocating for why even have an ATF when he's referring to Dettelbeck, the new ATF director. There is precedent here to be positively cautious, okay? Now let's keep going. I want to show you this because this is really important in the next article. Ohio 2022 poll. Trump endorsement boosts J.D. Vance in four-way Ohio Senate race. Governor DeWine holds lead for Republican nomination. I'm going to get to DeWine at the end here, but check this out. This is really crucial because this primary is on May 3rd. This is like 2-3 days. A final Emerson College poll of Ohio Republican primary voters, less than a week out from the May 3rd primary election, finds a tight race among the top 4 candidates. Vance leads the field at 26, Mandel at 24, Dolan 21, and Gibbons at 17. Now, what's important for us on the 2A side? Every single candidate has openly admitted that they are not admitted, openly advocated for pro 2A. But Vance is the only one, like I said, that's a little more aggressive against the ATF. So we do have that going for us, but check out this polling because this is really important to what we're focusing on. In the Republican primary for Senate, who do you plan to vote for? Vance is at 26, Josh at 24, Dolan and Gibbons. Those are the top 4. Again, to reiterate this point, all 4 have committed to pro 2A. But Vance is the strongest advocate, at least in my opinion. This is where it gets really important, though, because when you go into a general election, who is voting for you is important, and that's where these stand out a little bit more. This is really, really crucial. Mandel leads among rural voters with 30% plurality, whereas Vance holds a tight plurality among urban and suburban voters. There's also a slight education divide in the Republican Senate primary. Mandel holds 28% plurality of support for those without a college degree, whereas Vance holds 28% with. If you want to really hit the Democrats in their main election demographics, you go after suburbs, you go after highly educated, and you go after urban. And that's why I'm a little excited about this because if these results are true, Vance is already eating into directly the Democratic mainstay of urban, suburban, and college educated. I know this is nuanced and this is deep, but that's really, really important. Now, let's keep going. I got one more thing for you. Now we're getting to DeWine. And this is why all you governors are out there and all you pro 2A legislators, this is why you pass constitutional carry. This is why you support your gun rights. Check this out. In the Republican primary for governor, nearly half, 49% of voters plan to support the incumbent governor, Mike DeWine. 49%. I wonder if that has anything to do with his support of constitutional carry and signing it into law right before the election. Politicians, take note. Just saying. Now this last one, this is just, I'm only putting this up so you can actually see the polling statistical data. It's like 1,000 people. This is really important, guys, and we're going to cover this because this is the next step in our fight. This is something that we have to be involved in. We have to be active. We have to get out there and vote, and we have to be motivated and excited because right now is our time. That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments field below, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden. See you later.